Welcome students. Now today we will start with question number 4 of exercise 2.4. This question consists of quadratic equations. So let's first discuss what quadratic equations are. See, you know what a quadratic equation is? The equation with the highest degree of the variable as 2 are called quadratic equations. And over here we are discussing about polynomials in chapter 2. So we will discuss about quadratic polynomial. In the beginning of this chapter, I have explained you all what a quadratic polynomial is. The polynomial with the highest degree as 2 is called the quadratic polynomial. So let's consider a standard form of a quadratic polynomial, which is ax square plus bx plus c. Now let us assume the factors of this polynomial are px plus q and rx plus s. So when you solve this quadratic equation, the answer which you get when you solve this, I mean when you do the multiplication, when you open the brackets, okay? So the answer which you get will have a polynomial with x as the variable and the highest degree of x will be 2. Okay, so let us consider p and q, r and s all are constants. So what I can write it? I can write ax square plus bx plus c is equal to px plus q into rx plus s. So when I solve the right hand side of this equation, this is what we are assuming. Okay, this is a quadratic polynomial, degree is 2, therefore it will have only 2 linear factors. You understand what linear factors are? Linear means the highest value or the highest degree of the function is 1. Okay, so over here you can see px plus q. This is a linear polynomial, highest degree is 1, and rx plus s. This is also a linear polynomial. So now when I open up the brackets and multiply the equation, what I get? This is binomial multiplication with binomial. So you know how to multiply a binomial with a binomial, you have done in class 8. So now let's see. Px plus q into rx plus s. First I will multiply px with rx. So the answer is prx square. Then I will multiply p into x with s. So what I get the answer is psx. Now I will multiply q with rx. So the answer I get is qrx. Okay, so qrx. Then I multiply q with s. So I will get qs. This is simply multiplying. I have opened up the brackets and multiplied each term of the first bracket with each term of the second bracket. Then I have taken x common in the center terms. Okay, the middle terms there was x common, so I have taken the x common, I have written it in this form. Now when I compare this equation, the right hand side with the left hand side, what was my left hand side? Ax square plus bx plus c. Now when I compare the two sides of this equation, what I get the coefficients as? The coefficient of x is equal to x. What is the coefficient of x? See over here, x square, x square. So what will be the coefficient? A is equal to PR. Why I am writing this? Because both the equations are equal. Okay, both the equations are equal. That means value of A is equal to value of PR and value of B is equal to PS plus QR. Okay, because this is the coefficient of X over here. So I can write B, or the middle term of the quadratic equation, is sum of two numbers. Now what is the value of C? C is equal to QS. Okay, this means it is the product of two numbers. Okay, now let's move on. For a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, let the roots be alpha beta. Roots are alpha beta means that there are two values by which we get the function as equal to 0, or we get the polynomial as equal to 0. These are the two values, these are the two solutions of the equation, or these are the two zeros of the equation. Okay, Means by putting these values in place of x, the answer I get is 0. Then what will be the factors? If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, then I can say x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of the quadratic polynomial. Now we start the question number 4 of this exercise. Why I have explained. Now we will factorize the quadratic equations. First question, 12x square minus 7x plus 1. This is the first question. Now we know what the general form of a quadratic equation is. It is ax square plus bx plus c. Now when we compare with the given equation, we find out that the value of b is equal to minus 7 and the value of a into c is equal to 12 into 1, which is equal to 12. See, b is equal to minus 7 and AC is equal to 12 into 1, which is 12. Now what we have to do in the quadratic equation? We split the middle term into two parts. Okay, what do I mean by middle term? Means we will split b such that these two parts when multiplied with each other will give me b, and when they are added with each other will give me b, and when they are multiplied with each other they give me the product AC. So what do I write? I write b is equal to minus 7. So now I have to split this b into two parts. How will I find out what to split? So the two parts can be, I can split minus 7 as minus 4 and minus 3. When you add these two numbers means when you sum up the numbers, the result will be minus 7, and when you multiply the numbers means the product of these two parts. When you multiply these two numbers, the answer will be plus 12. So this satisfies the condition. The sum is equal to the middle term, which is b, and the product is equal to AC. So I can write this equation as 12x square minus 7x plus 1. I will split the middle term and I will write it as 7x can be splitted into two parts. What are the two parts? 4x and minus 3x. So now we will do grouping like we have done in 8th class. Factorization by grouping. So again I will form the groups in this. So in the first two terms when I form the group, what is common? In the first two terms I can see number 4 is common and 1x is common. So I will take 4 and x common. So what I am left with is, in the first term if I take out 4 common, so I am left with 3. 4 into 3 is 12. And if I take the x common, I am left with a x. So in the first term I am left with 3x minus 1 because 4x is taken out common. So I am left with only minus 1. Now in the second term what I will take out common? I will take out minus 1 as common. Why I have taken minus 1 common? So that both the bracket terms become same. The first bracket is similar to the second bracket. So this is equal to 3x minus 1. I have taken minus 1 common. Minus 1 into 3x will give me minus 3x, and minus 1 into minus 1 will give me plus 1. So this is correct. Now I can see 3x minus 1 is common. So I will take this term as common. Then I am left with 4x minus 1. So the two factors of the given quadratic equation are 3x minus 1 and 4x minus 1. Now we move on to the second question. It is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. So again I will write the general form of the quadratic equation. It is ax square plus bx plus c. I will write the value of b. What is the value of b when I compare the equations? Value of b is equal to 7 and value of AC is equal to 2 into 3, which is 6. So now what I have to do, I have to split this b into two parts such that the sum is equal to b and the product is equal to AC. So I have the middle term as 7 over here. I will split it into two parts. So how I will write this 7 as 6 and 1. Okay, so now when you add 6 plus 1, the answer is 7. And when you multiply 6 into 1, the answer is 6. So it is satisfying both the conditions. Therefore, I can write this equation 2x square plus 7x plus 3. I will split the middle term into two parts. And what were the two parts? 6 and 1. So I am writing it as 2x square plus 6x plus 1x plus 3. Now again I will make groups of 2. In the first two terms I can take something common out. You can see clearly I can take 2 and x common over here. So when I take 2x common, the remaining terms left are, in the first term the remaining term is x, and in the second term the remaining term is 3. Now I move on to the last two terms. In the last two terms, can I see anything common? Only one can be taken out common because I cannot see anything else. So I'll write it as plus 1 into x plus 3. Now I can see x plus 3 and x plus 3 are common in both the terms. So I will take this x plus 3 common as a whole. So I'm left with 2x plus 1. So these were the factors of the equation. Now we move on to the third equation. It is 6x square plus 5x minus 6. Again I will do the same process. I will write the quadratic equation as ax square plus bx plus c. Now here b is equal to 5. You can compare the coefficients of the general form of quadratic equation and the given equation. So you can see ax square plus bx plus c. Here b is equal to 5 and ac is equal to 6 into minus 6, which means minus 36. A is C over here, AC, A is equal to 6 and C is equal to minus 6. Now again we have to split the middle term, means I have to split B, value of B is 5, such that when you add those parts you get the value of B, and when you multiply those parts you get the value of AC. So B is equal to 5 can be written as 9 minus 4. Okay, 9 minus 4, when you add the numbers 9 and minus 4, the answer is 5. Okay, this is clear. When you add the number 9 minus 4, the answer is 5. This is the value of B. And when you multiply these two numbers, you get the answer as 9 multiplied by minus 4, which is equal to minus 36. So this was the value of AC for us. So this is the condition satisfied by these two values. So now again in the given equation, I will split the middle term. I will write the equation as 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6. Now the first two terms, I will do the grouping. In the first two terms, I can see 3x is common. So I am left with 2x plus 3 in the bracket. And in the second terms, the last two terms means I have minus 2s common. So I'll take the minus 2 common and I am left with 2x plus 3 because I've taken the minus sign common. So I'm left with 2x plus 3. Now you can see 2x plus 3 is in both the terms. So I will take this 2x plus 3 common and I am left with 3x minus 2. So the answer or the factors of the given quadratic polynomial are 2x plus 3 and 3x minus 2. Now we move on to the last question of this exercise. 3x square minus x minus 4. This is the last question or the last part of question number 4. After this we have question number 5 also. Now what's the question is 3x square minus x minus 4. Again I will write the quadratic equations general form. It is ax square plus bx plus c. So this is equal to, I will compare these two things and I will get the value of a, b and c. Value of b over here is minus 1. Value of AC is equal to 3 multiplied by minus 4, which is equal to minus 12. We have to split B into two parts such that sum of those parts is equal to B and product is equal to AC. So I can write B is equal to minus 1. I can split minus 1 into two parts. I can write it as 3 minus 4. Okay, I can write this as 3 minus 4. So the answer will be minus 1. Then AC is equal to minus 12. So 3 multiplied by minus 4 will give me minus 12. So the splitting is perfect. Therefore 3x square minus x minus 4. I will split the middle term and I will write the middle term as 3x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 4. Again I will do the grouping. In the first two terms I can see 3x is common. So I am left with x plus 1. In the last two terms minus 4 is common. And I am left with the terms x plus 1 in the bracket. Now x plus 1 and x plus 1 is common. So I will take this term common and I am left with 3x minus 4. So 3x minus 4 and x plus 1, these are the two factors of the given quadratic polynomial. So with this we have completed this question. Thank you students. Don't forget to practice your maths daily.